So Oso and I just arrived in the parking lot by Pet Food Express in Davis. This is his first time here. It's a high distraction environment, so I picked this on purpose to show how he does in a difficult environment. What that means is that I can expect him to be more distracted, pulling more on leash, not holding stays as long. I'll be using more treats. When he is in a lower distraction environment, I would expect him to be really nicely with walking on leash, holding long stays, being really, oh, good job peeing, all right, good job. I'm gonna just reward him because I like that he peed outside, even though it's kind of weird that was in the parking lot. Better than in the store, so that's pretty good. And yes, and in lower distraction environments, I would also use less frequent treats. So we will just see how he goes. His behavior tells me what I need to be doing. When he's doing well, then I can expect more of him per treat. If he is struggling, then I'm going to give him more help by giving him more cues, more encouragement, and more treats as well. So I've been teaching him to walk by my right side. So I'm going to just kind of use my hand to direct him, remind him, hey, I'm here, good boy. And I sometimes pat my leg to get him to move with me, and the verbal cue I use is with me. So, ready, Oso? Come with me. Good boy. And I want him to walk right by my side. You can see he's doing great right now. He's right by my side. He's checking up at me. Of course, that's also because I'm looking at him and talking into the phone, but he thinks I'm talking to him probably. Oh, if he tries to cross behind me, so here's what I did. I just took a step back to block his path. If he tries to go behind me, you can also shorten the leash. I don't want him to cross behind me because then the leash gets tangled. Come on, buddy. Good job. Good boy. Alright, do you need to sniff around? Do you poop anything? Want to hang on this little grass area? No, not so much? I don't know, you peed just down on the asphalt. That was pretty funny, huh? So he's paying attention right now to people's, there's just a person at the doors. Very curious. A lot of times he'll stop and watch people, dogs going by. Usually I let him do that if I'm in a hurry. Like it's time to get back to the car or something, then I will call his name, give a little leash tug to get him to go. Otherwise it's harmless to let him just stop and watch. Oh, so he's pulling on leash here. You can see tight leash. Anytime that is happening, you want to make sure you stand your ground. Do not let him actually pull you anywhere. That reinforces the pulling. He should, oh, good boy, taking care of business. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video here. Okay, so we're back. I just cleaned up his poop. And I was just saying about leash walking. There we go. So if he is at the end of the leash, do not walk forward, because that rewards pulling on leash. Instead, you want to just plant your feet. Don't let him go anywhere with the leash is tight. Direct him back to your side, and he gets to go forward when he's nicely at your side. He doesn't need to walk staring up at me the whole time. He tends to do that just because he knows that he'll get treats every once in a while for doing that. Okay, ready, Oso? With me. Good boy. Little leg pat, remind him. Good job. Yeah, look at him keeping pace nicely. Now there he's sped up. So anytime that happens, I'm going to come to a stop. It's not where I want him to be. And I know that he's about to reach the end of the leash. So let's get him back. Oso. Good boy. There you go, with me. And then I'm going to know I need to, good job, reward him a little more frequently to keep him successful. Now we were heading right towards the entrance when he pulled ahead. So we're heading into a higher distraction environment. So it's totally understandable that he pulled ahead. And I need to, yes, good boy, factor that in when I'm deciding how much help does he need, how many rewards does he need. Here, so he went a little bit to the end of the leash. So he came back all on his own. I just waited a moment. A lot of times he will come back on his own if you just wait a moment. There you go. Because he basically knows to be by my side. He just gets distracted sometimes. But when he realizes the leash is tight and he's not going anywhere, he goes, oh yeah, I remember I'm supposed to be by Juniper's side. Good. I give him another reward. We're heading towards the entrance again. And so I'm going to start giving him the treats more frequently. Oh, so come. Yay, good boy. There's an example of his recall. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. And because he's only allowed to eat his regular kibble or just that one type of treat, then I want to give him multiple treats and a lot of excitement when he comes to me to make it really worth his while. Usually with coming when called, I tell people use special treats like string cheese or rotisserie chicken or something. That's not available to Oso. So instead we do, Oso, come! Yeah, and I'm just backing up because the leash is so short. Good boy, lots of praise. And I've got a few kibbles here, and he just gets them all in a row to make a really big deal of the fact that he came when called. Good boy. Okay, so let's continue with leash walking. When we get in the store, we'll also work on stays and leave it. Walking nicely here, so I'm going to go ahead and reward him because we're pretty close to the door now, but he's paying attention nicely. Good boy. Thank you. Whoop. Oh, stepped on your foot, buddy. Also. Good dog. Good. There we go. So just pause for a moment to let him refocus. And then you'll notice I'm going to give him treats a lot more rapidly here. Brand new store, full of smells. There's a lot of people over by the register. So I really want to make it worth his while to walk with me. Good dog. Oh, the squeakies. He likes the squeakies. Good boy. Oh, good job, Oso. So I don't know if you can tell, but I just stopped and he noticed and also stopped. Good boy. Of his own accord, the leash did not get tight. He's distracted, but he's still paying attention well enough to me that he's moving nicely with me. Good boy. Yes, again, the leash did not get tight there. He just glanced away, but then refocused on me. I reward that very frequently, not necessarily every single time, but frequently. Good boy. You want to walk some more? We'll head down all the aisles, but right now we'll just stay here for a moment. Let him settle in, and also, of course, as I'm narrating everything, then we're not moving as quickly as usual. There you go. So he paused there. I don't know why, but I just waited a moment for him. Good boy, and then he came with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about stays. Oso? Where are you going? So I got a little too distracted. Oso, sit. Good job. So gave him the hand signal, the hand rising up like that. Hand signal for stay is that, like a traffic cop, stay. And, you can expect Oso at this point to stay even while I drop the leash, walking around a little bit, turning my head away from him, looking at the products, touching stuff, moving stuff around. He's just staying. He does that very well most of the time. Occasionally, good boy, he will whine a little if stay. He's saying, I don't want to stay. And he'll just whine at me a little. And when that happens, you say, okay, I'm going to reward you more frequently when you're successful. When he's nice and settled like this, you can reward him less frequently. I'm going to come around the corner a little bit here. Good boy. You want to come back and reward him as he is staying. Good boy, stay. So I'm not telling him to COME and follow me. I'm rewarding him for keeping his position. Even though I walk away, even though I turn away, even though I'm looking at my phone. Very nice, good boy. And every once in a while, however frequently needed, I come back and reward him. And at the end, free. Good job. That tells him he's done. So the word is free, and I just drop my hand like that to get his attention. Good boy. That was very nice. Good boy. All right. So that's the basic instructions for stay. Just be mindful of the distraction level, what's going on around him. How long are you asking him to wait between treats? How far are you going? those factors will make it easier or harder. Now, one of the really big things we've been working on with him is the Leave Its, which I don't want to say too loudly right now. And I think he might have recognized it anyway. You're a good boy, come on. Because he struggled with this for a while, and because he really has a tendency to put things in his mouth, and I have been really rewarding that cue very generously. That dog getting bathed. Good boy, turn around on your own. Nice job. Let's find somewhere where there's something on the ground other than, there's like little things here, but nothing that he's really paying attention to. You know what I can do is put something on the ground when he's not looking. Since we're in a pet store. Oh no, oh so. Don't eat it. Leave it. Yay, good boy. There we go. That was good. Good job. So you can see, just like with when I called come, I'm giving him multiple treats for doing the Leave It because that's a behavior that was difficult for him. So I want to really reward it heavily until it's really reliable, which is getting very close. So I want to help him out. Good boy. Alright, so I'm going to take one of these little hedgehogs. I'm going to drop it behind us. Okay, good. He saw it. Leave it. Yes, good job. Yay! So it took him just a second to hear me, and then he stopped, and the leash was still loose, which was fantastic. What a good boy. Let's use that same distraction again. Thank you.
Yeah, how old is he?
He's 6 or 7 months old.
Yeah, he just looks so beautiful. Can I say hi?
Also, yeah, actually you can. Me. I'm just gonna have him sit first.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
And then we're working on not jumping on people.
Gotcha.
So if you could excuse me. Also,
You're totally fine.
good boy. Sit. If you could do me a favor, and as long as he's not jumping, you can pet him. But if he jumps up, yeah, exactly. Just stand up and don't give him a treat. Good. There you go. Okay, ready, Elsa? Go say hi. There we go. Oh, good job. No jumping at all. You're so good.
That was very good.
He's like, you praised me. I get my treats. You want more petting? Go on.
Hello. The excitement.
He loves
He's like, hi,
people.
Mom.
Yeah. Also, leave it. Yeah, good boy.
He is so good.
I'm just taking a video showing off his training right now.
I love it.
That's why I'm like talking to myself
you're
as I tell
totally
you the
fine.
story.
Even worry about it. He is just so cute.
Also, leave it. Yeah, you're so good. Says, I want to take all the toys home.
He's exceptionally
Good
good at like
boy.
looking at you when I'm very
You
impressed.
know,
Especially for 6 months.
we worked very hard on that. Yeah.
It definitely shows.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, just let me know if you need anything or have any questions or anything, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up some Kongs today. Where are those?
Yeah. We have puppy comes here, but since he's a little bit older, we have
Right around the corner?
over here on this side.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We have some other like stuffable interactive
Come here.
toys over here too. But most of our comes here, we have the wobblers and stuff.
Boy. Great, thank you.
Of course, and all of our toys and treats are buy 3 get a 4th free within the category. So yeah, just let me know if you need this.
Thank you. All right, Elsa, let's keep walking. Good job. You did so good. She cleaned up our hedgehog distraction. Dogs will shake off just for all the excitement that he had. Dogs will shake off to calm themselves down after either excitement or stress. Oh boy, so let's see. So we've showed off a little bit. But it just makes me laugh when he steps on the aisles, and we're only going into pet stores mostly. I guess I took him to Joann's once, and I didn't let him climb on the aisles. But I don't really worry about it, because yeah, mostly we're in pet stores and it doesn't matter. He's just a very curious boy. Okay, anyway, I got distracted by his cuteness. We showed off a little bit of his stays, his leash walking, his come, his leave it. And back at home, I can show you his wait at the door and his drop it. I don't have anything in my hand. So let's pick up sticks and wood chips and stuff. And if he jumps, I'm not going to let him get it because we don't want to encourage jumping. There we go. Good boy. Now, drop it. Good boy. Nice job. So he's gotten very good with dropping things on cue. We practice it all the time because he's always getting into the wood chips outside. He basically recognizes the word now, and you can just say it, and he'll do it. If you ever have a situation where he doesn't want to drop something, there have been times where he gets a small wood chip in his mouth, and he doesn't want to let it go, in which case I will just stick my finger in his mouth and pull the wood chip out. But if it's a bigger item, good boy, or you're not sure about reaching into his mouth, you can do a trade for it. Wait, also, bring him back here where there's good lighting. Come on, buddy. Come on, honey. You're silly. Come on, Oso. Oh, you got that all by yourself. All by yourself. I was going to say, you can do a trade for a treat, which I might have to do right now. Hi. Oh, you already dropped it. I want you to pick it up. For once, I want you to pick it up. You're silly. I think he knows that I don't want him picking stuff up usually. Drop it. Yay, good boy. So hard to see, but he did drop it as soon as I said the words, which is very nice. If you want to do, if for whatever reason he's not dropping it, what you want to do, come on buddy, is do a trade. So he's learned that if he drops something, he gets a treat most of the time. And the way that we get that going is that when he has something in his mouth, you take a treat and you just put it right on the dog's nose to get their attention as they're chewing on something. And then they go, you know what? This stick is pretty great. But I would rather get the treat. And he just saw my hand coming in and he was like, oh, usually that means there's a treat there, so I'll just go ahead and drop it for you. So he knew what I was going to do and he dropped it right away. And again, that just jump starts the drop it behavior. Drop it! Oh, you are already dropping it before I said it. That just jump starts the drop it behavior and helps the dog be totally willing to drop what's in his mouth rather than you having to fight him for it. Other thing I want to show you with Oso being back home. Oso, come! Yay, good boy! Nice job! So a real nice example there of him coming when called. Because you could see earlier when I was just talking to him and just saying like, come on, bring it over here. He didn't listen. But as soon as I said the word that he's actually been trained to respond to, C-O-M-E, he immediately came running to me. And I gave him a bunch of treats for that. This way, honey. So that's just informal talking. Come. That's the trained cue. Good boy. Gonna give him multiple treats to really emphasize that this is an amazing behavior. I really want to keep it nice and strong. Now waiting at the door. So let's get him back inside first. Oh, you got your buddy there. Oh, so Phoenix, come on inside. Good boy. Good job, guys. Come on. And there's kind of a crowd here, huh? So what we want to do is tell him wait as you're going to the door and you're starting to open it. And if he tries to rush through, like we're doing a little bit right now, Tara, let's scoot you out of the way because you're really big and you're going to block the camera. Good girl. Thank you very much. Now, the little dogs here, if they try to rush the door as you're opening it, you're just going to close it. Don't slam their little feet or noses in the door, but just close it in front of them. They don't get access if they don't wait like we want them to. Oh, good boy. Very nice job. They don't have to sit, but it's nice when they do. Wait. Open it part way. Oh, Oso's creeping forward, so I close it. And in fact, I'm going to shift a little bit closer so that I can open the door farther because my arm just doesn't reach that far. Wait. Uh-oh. Also, you are not showing off for the camera this time. Oh, so go. Good, Augie. So I'm rewarding Augie for not going because he's not supposed to go on Oso's queue. Good job, guys. And Oso did go, and he doesn't need a treat for going through. His reward is just that he gets to go outside. He gets to go chew on a stick or whatever he wants to do. These guys do get a treat reward for showing self-control and staying. So if I had told one of the other dogs they were free to go, then and Oso wasn't supposed to, then I would have rewarded him for staying. Augie, free. He's still learning that one. Phoenix, wait. Augie, free. Good. Good job. Phoenix, free. Good job. So they're learning to go only when their names are called. All right, let's go back outside and play.